Hi everyone, this is Mr. Siu from Math Accelerator, and in lesson 2 we're going to cover fractions. The two heuristics that we're going to cover in today's lesson will be part-whole models and branching. Let's go to the first question. This is question 1. At the bakery, there are 3 types of tarts. 4/9 of the tarts are chocolate tarts and 2/5 of the remaining are strawberry tarts. The rest are mango tarts. There are 56 chocolate and mango tarts altogether. A. What fraction of the tarts are mango tarts? Give your answer in the simplest form. And part B, how many tarts are there in total? After reading the question, let's underline some of the keywords. There are 3 types of tarts. 4/9 are chocolate and 2/5 are strawberry. The rest are mango tarts. 56 chocolates and mango tarts altogether, right? There are 56 mango and chocolate tarts altogether. So let's underline. So after we read the question, let's find out what we need to find out. Okay, the part A, we're required to find out what fraction of the tarts are mango tarts. Okay, we know that. Okay, let's organize our information. Chocolate tarts is equals to 4/9, and the strawberry is 5/9 of the remainder. So we will organize our information in the form of a model. In this model, there will be 9 units. Okay, because we know that 4/9 of the tarts are chocolate. So we draw 9 units over here. And of these 9 units, 4 of the units belongs to chocolate. 2/5 of the remaining are strawberry. Remember, this word is remaining and not of the total. Let's see whether the remaining, we have 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2/5 of the remaining are strawberry tarts is telling us that 2 units out of the 5 remaining units belongs to strawberry. So we highlight these 2 units and we put strawberry. The rest are mango. So over here are the mango tarts. So our model is complete. We know that 4 units are chocolate, 2 units are strawberry, and the last 3 units are mango. So now we're ready to find what is the fraction of the mango tart. So mango, 3 units out of a total of 9. Okay, we simplify and that will give us 1/3. So that's our answer for part A. Part B is to find out how many tarts are there in total. We were told that there are 56 chocolate and mango tarts. So let's use a space over here to help us calculate part B. So we will be adding the chocolate and mango tarts together. Chocolate, there are 4 units. Mango, there are 3 units. So 4 plus 3, that will give us 7 units. And this 7 units is equals to 56. So therefore, we need to find the value of 1 unit. We take 56, divide by 7, and we will get 8. How many tarts are there in total? There are a total of 9 units. So we calculate the value of 9 units. Okay, 8 times 9, and we get 72. So that's our answer for part B. Okay, how do we approach the question? Right, we normally approach this question using a very systematic routine. Okay, that means after reading the question, we will, number 1, highlight the keywords. Right, number 1, keywords. Number 2, after we highlight the keywords, we organize this information. Right, in this question, we organize the information in the form of a model. So organize. Okay, after we have all the information in the form of organize them in the form of a model, we carry out the steps that's required from the question and to answer the question, right? Number one is to find the fraction of the mango tarts. Based on the model that we drawn, we're able to see that it's 1/3. And part B, we need to find the total. So also using the model, we notice that the total units for the chocolate and mango is equals to 7 units. So from here, 7 units is equals to the 56 over here that's stated in the question. And to find 1 unit, we divide by 7, we get 8. Lastly, we find the value of 9 units, which is 8 times 9, a total of 72. Right, so number 3 is to carry out the appropriate steps in order to solve the question. Okay, let's move on to the next question and see how we can use this routine to help us understand the question better. This is question 2. Jim spent 3/5 of his salary on transport and spent 1/8 of the remaining salary on food. He gave 1/10 of his salary to his mother and had $1,325 left. What fraction of his salary did he spend on food, and what was the amount of his salary? Okay, after reading the question, remember we have to highlight the keywords. He spent 3/5 of his money on transport and 1/8 of the remaining on food. He gave 1/10 of his salary to his mother and had $1,325 left. So what fraction of the salary was spent on food? Okay, next we will draw a model to organize the information before we answer part A. 3/5 of his salary are on transport, so we know that we have to divide the total into 5, and this portion will be on transport. 1/8 of the remaining was on food, so we will draw our drop down model here. One-eighth of the remaining on food means there should be 8 units over here, and 1 unit out of the 8 belongs to food, so we will draw 8 unit, and this unit will be on food. So if 8 units is split into these 2 bigger units, we know that each of them will have 4. So we will indicate 4 units. From here, we can find the total. We have 5 sets of 4, so 4 units times 5, that will give us 20 units. So part A, we need to find what was the fraction of his salary that he spent on food. Food is 1 unit. So therefore, our fraction for part A, let's write part A over here. We're looking for food over total. And that will give us 1 out of 20. That's our answer for part A. Okay, part B, what was the amount of his salary? So we have this information that he gave 1/10 of his salary to his mother and had $1,325 left. So let's organize our information over here. We know that transport is 3/5. We know that he spent 120 on food. He gave the mother 110. So we need to find out what was the fraction that was left. So we take 1 whole minus 3/5 minus 1 over 20 minus 1 over 10. So this paper 2, we're able to use our calculator, and if you use your calculator to calculate, you will arrive at 1/4. So from here, we know that the fraction that was left is 1/4, and it's equals to 1,325. So we have 1/4 is equals to 1,325. So in order to find its salary, that's 1 whole 4 over 4. We will take this amount, multiply by 4, and we will have $5,300. So that's the answer for part B. So let's recap what we did. After reading the question, as usual, we highlight the important keywords that will help us to understand the question better. And from here, we organize this information over here in the form of a model. This model will have 5 units initially, and out of the 5, 3 of these bigger units belongs to the transport. We were given further information that 1/8 of the remaining salary was on food. So we split the remainder into 8 units and allocate 1 unit for the food. So from here, we have a clearer picture that the total is actually equals to 20 units, 4 units times 5. So the fraction for food will be 1 over 20. To find the amount of salary, we need to know what is the fraction that was left. So total, transport is 3/5, food is 1 over 20, the mom gets 1/10. So we do a subtraction, 1 whole minus the fraction for transport, food, and what was given to the mother, and we arrive at 1/4. So 1/4 is 1,325. To find 1 whole, which is the amount of his entire salary, we multiply by 4, and we get $5,300. Let's move on to the next question. In this question, at the marathon, 4/7 of the runners were male, 3/4 of the male runners and 30 female runners completed the race. 2/5 of the runners did not complete the race. What fraction of the runners who completed the race were female? And B, how many fewer female runners than male runners were there in the marathon? After reading the question, let's underline the keywords. 4/7 of the runners were male, 3/4 of the male and 30 female completed the race. 2/5 of the runners did not complete the race. So we need to find out what fraction of the runners who completed the race were female. So in this question, it's easier to organize this information in using the branching method. Okay, so to start the branching, we will start at the left side. We will indicate the total. It consists of 2 groups of people, the male runners and the female runners. The male runners, there are 4/7. So if down here, male runner is 4/7, the female runners will be 3/7 because they must add up to give you 1 whole. Next, 3/4 of the male runners completed the race. So completed. Okay, let's try to recap what this means. 3/4 of the male runners. Off, we know, is to multiply. The male runners over here is 4/7. Therefore, we need to take 3 over 4 multiplied by 4 over 7. And that will give us 3/7. Next, from here we can find those that did not complete. So we just write the word did not. So 47 of the male minus away 37 who completed. We would have 17 that did not complete the race were male runners. Next. So the female, we also have two branches. So over here, we have completed and did not. We need to find how many females completed, which is this portion, right? Let's highlight over here. So in order to find the fraction for this segment, we need to find the female runners that did not complete. So to find the female runners that did not complete, right, we have information that 2/5 of the runners who did not complete the race, okay, in total 2/5 of the runners did not complete the race. This consists of both the male and the female. Okay, let's box this part up. And based on our calculation, the male who did not complete is 17. So therefore, we can find the female who did not complete. So we will take 2/5 minus 17. That will give us 9/35. So we know that the female runners who did not complete is 9/35. So now we're ready to find the female who completed the race. So the fraction for female in the marathon is 3/7. If 9/35 of the total runners are female who did not complete, so we will take 3/5 minus 9/35. And we will arrive at 6/35. So that's our part A answer. So 6/35 of the runners were female who completed the race. Part B. How many fewer female runners than male runners were there in the marathon? Okay, so for part B, let's work our answer over here. We know that 30 females completed the race, and we're able to link this with 6/35, which is the same, which is the fraction for female who completed the race. So 6/35 is 30 runners. So next we will find 1/35. So it's like 6 unit is 30, we need to find 1 unit. So we take 30, divide by 6, and we arrive at 5. So let's find the total first. The total is 35/35. So 35 times 5, we will arrive at 175. So now we know that the total is 175. Let's go back to the question. We're looking for how many fewer female runners than male runners were there. So we need to find the difference between the fraction of the male runners and the fraction of the female runners. So 47 minus 37, that will give us 17. So we're looking at 1/7 times 175, and our answer will be 25. And that's how we use the branching method to answer this question. So as usual, after highlighting the keywords, we organize the information. But in this case, we did not use a model, we used a branching method, right? So a branching method helps us to organize the information for the male and the female runners, right? 47 belongs to the male, female is 37. Then we split them up into those that completed and did not complete for both male and female. So we're able to find out the information about the male who has completed and the female and those that did not complete for the male. So we make use of this 2/5 that says that 2/5 is the all total runners that did not complete the race is split between the male and the female. So the male we've calculated to be 1/7. So we're able to do a subtraction to find the female. From here, we're able to calculate that the female who completed the race will be 37 minus 9/35, which is the fraction that did not complete, and we arrive at 6/35. So lastly, we need to find how many fewer female runners than male runners were there. So to find that, we first of all have to find the total. So based on we carry out this string of information, we know that 6/35 is 30. We divide to find 1/35, and we multiply 5 times 35 to get the total number of runners at the marathon. The difference in fraction between the male and female is 1/7. So 1/7 times 175, we will get 25. And that's how we arrive at the answers. Right, so that's it for today's lesson. I hope you have learned something new that will help you in your revision. So do practice a few more times in order to gain your confidence and mastery. And I'll see you in the next lesson.